my pleasure now to turn to the panel phase of this session, and my honor in introducing our first panelist and speaker as well. Now, he is right at that end. Give us a good wave. Ahmed, hi. Ahmad Joudeh, you are a ballet master. You are a dancer and you infuse Arab culture into the classical ballet training that you've had. You've performed on stages upon stages around the globe. You are also started your early life in Damascus in 1990, but you started as a stateless refugee, living in Yarmouk camp. I've spoken to you in depth about this, and I'm going to ask you outright. How is art a human right?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me here. I think art is a human right because art is a way of expressing yourself. It's the right of expression. And I think this is a very important right because for somebody who grew up as a stateless refugee, who was born as a stateless refugee in Syria, without Syrian nationality, art is a very powerful voice that I could express the needs of my people or what I have been through through dance. And luckily, I could make it to several platforms in the world and very big theaters.
When you were dancing in Syria and consequently in America, and I know you work here in Europe, it's a way for you to not only express who you are, but bring in those people around you who are affected by your performances and affected by your art form. So tell us a little bit about the hope and the usefulness of artistic expression as a form of human rights and how you experienced it.
I always like to say that I do my ballet classes and I train myself every day to become an elegant voice for my people that can be heard from several people, let's say. If you can see in my performances like the one from yesterday, I gave a lot of movements that can express the need for safety and dignity for children and for everybody in the world, where I believe that people should be equal. People should live in equity, let's say. And I said yesterday, like, I dream of a world where the first human right and most important human right is accessible for everybody, which is home and nationality. And this world where no children has to suffer, no children has to be killed or displaced or suffer what this world is about.
Now, I know you've managed to get away from the threats made to your life, but the threats haven't stopped coming. Tell us a little bit as well about your experience of how persecution and the threat to human rights doesn't just go away because you remove yourself from that situation. I want to hear about your tattoo.
I grew up in the Yarmouk camp, which is an establishment for the Palestinian refugees in Syria, which is since 3 generations, and for now, we are stateless.
So your family is still there?
My family is still there, and all my family are stateless. They don't have passports, except my mom. My mom is a Syrian, and unfortunately in the Arabic countries, women cannot give their children nationalities, and that's why we remained stateless. So when I was living there and the war started in Syria, extremists came to the country and they started targeting artists. And I was a big target for them because I was teaching children in the SOS children villages or in orphanages or syndrome Down children schools. I was teaching these kids dance because that was all I had after my house was bombed and some of my family were killed. I just wanted to do something for those kids because I believe children are our future. And I just wanted them, just to have a good time, dance together, try to forget about the war. And that, besides my work as a soloist in the main dance company in Syria, made me a big target for extremists. And I received direct threats that they wanted to cut my head. And that's why I have a tattoo on my neck. It says dance or die. Because or I live the way I want, or I don't want this life.
Ahmad Joudeh, thank you for your contributions. We move on.